Well, I don't know if you can see, but behind me there, in the far background is the Great Pyramid, and that one with a bit on top is the, I don't know, the not so Great Pyramid. Actually, I think it's the more impressive of the two. The one behind is definitely bigger, but I just thought I'd show you the Giza Plateau up here. There's a lot of camel guys up that way. I'll tell you about those later. There's the desert over there, and there's one of the wee pyramids. There's actually 9 pyramids up on this plateau, and I've just come from down that road. It's quite a walk. There's plenty of people trying to sell you camel rides and horse rides and things, but me being me, I just figured I'd walk it. So I'm knackered now, it's really hot. Lucky I brought a bottle of water with me. So I'm going to carry on and see if I can get a better view from further up. So there you go, just climbed up that bloody hill, and here I am at the top with this fantastic view of all these pyramids. Well, this is Saqqara. I think this is what most people tend to think of when they think of Egypt and pyramids and stuff. I don't know if you can see, there are 3 pyramids behind me in the distance there, and most of the rest of what's around here is just, you know, as far as the eye can see, certainly in this direction anyway. Yeah, it's not nearly as crowded as Giza, and this is certainly the place to come if you want some quiet time around some pyramids. So yeah, it's a good one. I like it here. Asps, very dangerous. You go first. Well, here I am, just stopped to have a drink because I'm absolutely knackered. It's a cloudy day, but I think I'm quite lucky for that. If the sun had been out, I don't think I've been able to have done nearly the walking I've done around here. I'm sat at the moment in the ruins of what I think used to be an Egyptian city or square of some sort at the base of this Saqqaran pyramid. That's the major difference between Saqqara here and the Giza Plateau. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can get within spitting distance of the Great Pyramid, but you can't sit at the base of it sort of utterly by yourself and you know, just reflect and chill out. I mean, I'm completely alone here. But I don't know, it's interesting. I've heard a lot of people complain about the Giza, that it's so near the city, and literally Cairo goes right up to, there's a KFC literally within walking distance of the Sphinx. But I think, and people say that it would be a shame if the city kind of engulfed the Giza Plateau and the pyramids, but I don't know if that would be such a bad thing. I mean, I kind of imagine this city, you know, teeming Cairo, all around these giant monuments, these giant ancient monuments, and there's something very Cairo about that idea. I don't know, I can't really explain it, but something about the pyramids would be more impressive if they were in the middle of a modern city than where they are at the moment, in this tiny, not tiny, it's a few miles, but in this little pocket of desert, which really seems quite out of place. So we have a little pyramid, big pyramid. So that was Giza and Saqqara pyramids I did today. Obviously the ones at Giza are really impressive. I managed to get all around that on my own, which is quite an achievement for 2 reasons. First of all, it's 7 miles around that whole area. I'm not saying I covered every inch of that, I didn't, but I certainly got up onto the hill there you saw, commanding the view, which is quite a big one, and doing it on your own is quite an achievement also, because there are so many guys when you first go in there trying to sell you horse rides and camel rides and tours and guides and things, and you can't go 2 steps without somebody trying to push these things on you. And some of them have really creative ways of trying to get you to, or trying to engage you. There'll be guys dressed up in security uniforms asking to see your ticket as if they're somebody official, but of course they're not. They're just trying to get your attention and get you there and then sell you something. So you've got to get pretty wise to that pretty fast, and leave your English politeness back at the hotel room, because there's no point trying to be polite and just politely converse with these people and politely say no thank you. It's not going to work. You've got to learn to just say no, preferably in Arabic. If you can say no in Arabic, I find it gets rid of them a lot quicker, I guess because they assume that you're, I don't know, wise to it all in some way. And the word for no in Arabic is la. So you kind of walking around Giza going la, 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 like you're singing a song. But once you get past a certain point, that's not really a problem. It's one or two, but it's mostly just when you first come in. Although having said that, I went, I don't know why it is, but most of the foreign tourists there seem to stick to just a few little pockets, whereas in fact you can just walk around the whole site. The only restrictions are where there are little sort of rope fences, which tends to be just in front of the pyramids themselves. So I was sort of wandering into places where there were literally just Arabic, Egyptian tourists. And there was a lot of school kids there, and they all they all wanted to say hi to me, and they all wanted to have their sort of picture taken with me and everything, and which was quite nice. They all wanted to try their English, and they all went crazy when I spoke in Arabic, and it was really great. I'm like, yes, I am awesome. So that was really fun. Saqqara I really enjoyed, as I said in the other video, because it's just so quiet there. And again, it's the same thing. If you can be brave and just wander off on your own, you'll get so much more out of it. It's like there are fences, rope fences where you're not allowed to go, but there are areas where there's just nobody, and so your sense kind of kicks in, like, am I supposed to be here? Am I allowed to be here? But if you can get over that, you can just wander and wander and wander and come across great things like I saw today. So I really feel I got the most out of it, and it was awesome. If there's one thing it kind of left me with a sense of, it's this kind of, I don't know, the arrogance, I guess, and ignorance of human societies. I mean, like, we so think that we've built this amazing society here and that it's going to last forever and it's always going to be around. Well, the ancient Egyptians built this amazing, at the time, technologically advanced society, and they were around for a lot longer than what we consider to be the modern age, and they thought it was going to last forever. In fact, their whole culture was based on immortality. It's like constant statues, and even the pyramids themselves are there to cement somebody's immortality, some king or god or whatever. And now it's all just dust. So it just makes you think that, like, this that we've got here that we think is going to go on and on, it's not. And one day all this is just going to be the ruins of some ancient civilization, maybe for future civilizations to find, and maybe not. So enjoy it while it lasts. And so this afternoon I went out again into Cairo. I'm getting a bit addicted to walking in Cairo now, because my opinion of the city has completely changed. Yesterday I kind of felt it was a bit crazy, a bit unsafe, a bit, and I've completely changed my mind about that. Once you look past its rough exterior, it is actually one of the safest cities I've ever been to. They don't have problems with crime. There are police, every few steps. And most Egyptians are proud of how safe the whole country is, and they'll proudly tell you how you can walk anywhere at night, and they say, no, you can't do that in England, and it's true. There are parts of England where you can't. We wouldn't dare walk at night, council estates and stuff. And this place is way more run down than those, but yet these people all get along together. So that's once I realised that, I really chilled out and relaxed about the whole thing, and then I just wanted to experience it some more and get out there and just walk and walk and walk. So I thought this afternoon I'd go on my own little quest for the Nile, because we drove over the Nile River on the way to and from Giza. In the car, and my sense of finding things is about as effective in Egypt as it is in England. So needless to say, that quest ended in failure. But I got a good walk around, and as I started going through the streets, the neighbourhoods started to get poorer and poorer and poorer. And I stopped at this little eating place to order the only thing I know how to order in Egyptian, which is koshari, obviously, which they gave me. I think they were really amazed to see me in there, but pleased at the same time. Always pleased. And they always have a go at English, even if they don't speak it very well, just to welcome you to Egypt. So that was good, and I always get a lot of people asking me here about my tattoo. I don't know if you can see, but you know what it looks like anyway. But apparently, obviously it's an M, but apparently this looks very similar to the Arabic symbol for Omar, which is a guy's name. So like people are always asking me what it means, because either they think that my name is Omar and I'm the sort of person that would tattoo his own name on his arm, or they think that like I'm in love with a guy named Omar or something like that. I don't know. So that's something I really have to explain quite a lot to people. Really didn't mind that I didn't get to the river, because I did see it earlier on. And on my way back through the streets, just as the sun was setting and everything was bathed in this orange light, the evening prayer call started, the call to prayer that I mentioned in my other video. And like this chant just echoed all through these sort of orange lit streets, and it all became a bit ghostly, a bit surreal, and just had a real, I don't know, such a great feel to it. And I kind of realised at that point that religion is the glue that holds this city together. It's religion that makes this city work. I mean, I don't have any religious beliefs at all. I don't believe in any of that. But to any atheists like myself who go on about religion is all bad, and they don't see the point of religion should be abolished, if you come to a city like Cairo, you'll realise that without it, this city would just implode. I mean, these people have no way out, they have no way up, their life is hard, their life is poor, and without that sense of religion to hold on to something more, this city wouldn't function. And I dare say, there are thousands of cities across the world that just wouldn't function if it wasn't for this deep sense of spirituality. So, yeah, really great, really great thoughts about that as I was stood there in the sunset lit street with this going on around me. I actually slept through that this morning. God knows how. I'm assuming they still had it. But there we go. So this is my last night in Cairo. I'm going to be leaving early tomorrow morning to go somewhere else, which I won't say where. I'm going to keep making these videos, but I probably won't get a chance to upload anymore until Saturday, possibly even Sunday. Depends how things go and how well things go according to plan. So we'll see. I'll catch up with you when I can catch up with you. See you later.